Hi there, I'm life coach Kendall Hoeft, empowering women to live fully, fierce, and free. In this video, we're going to come to an understanding of maybe one of the ways that you have suppressed your identity, a way that it has become difficult to know who you even are. And this is because you learn to feel shame as a young age about who you are. Maybe you were like me. I'm just going to share my story, and of course you can always pick up things that resonate with your own journey. I'm very vocal, I'm very expressive, I'm very loud, I like to dance, and sometimes that happens in public because I like to dance. And I'm not like, I only like to dance here. It's like I like to dance all the time, and sometimes I'm in public, and so I dance in public. I dance in the grocery store, I dance in the park, I dance at school. And that, because it isn't societally normal or common, was suppressed. Like my grandma, grandpa, they're from the 50s, and well, that's just not decent behavior, and someone's gonna think you're on drugs, and whatever. And I was made to feel bad about who I was. I was told that my expression, this isn't directly, but this is through the other words that were told, that who I was not okay, that my expression was not acceptable, that I needed to tame myself down, tone myself down, and stop being who I was fully, because that just was indecent and that wasn't appropriate. So this is why I think this is one of the reasons why people are afraid to be who they are, is because they got judgment, criticism, condemnation, and ultimately pain for that expression. And so we hold back our needs. I need to be free. I need to express. I need to be authentic. We hold back our needs. And, because we've been taught to feel ashamed of them. We've been taught that having needs or feelings equals pain. And so we try to numb and dumb ourselves down to the lowest common denominator. We try to blend in. We try to say nothing. And we ultimately aren't ourselves. And so there's this pain. Actually, there's a larger pain that comes from a lack of freedom and a suppression, where we're not being who we are. We're not being the fullness that we were created to be. We're not being the expression that we authentically are. And so that's very painful, because there's a contradiction between sort of this shameful parental authoritative voice that we heard as children. Don't do that. Cover yourself. Blend in. Hide. Don't rock the boat. Don't stir the water. Shush, 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 shush. And then this part that's really our true self, where it's free and spontaneous and creative and brave and bold and beautiful and pure and trusting and joyful and happy and innocent and honest, and all of those parts that are truly, truly you. Truly, truly me. And so there's a conflict. And right now in my life, I'm journeying so that inner child voice, that authentic me, is triumphant. And it takes bravery and it takes courage, but it's so worth it, you guys. It's so worth it to bring that expression into the world. But in order to do that, we have to go back to our childhood. We have to understand that those things we were told were lies, that our feelings are valid, that we do have needs, and that that's totally okay. As a child, we learn to deny that our needs existed, and it's confusing because you have feelings, but then you're told you can't, your emotional needs aren't being met, and so you have to kind of try to hide them or suppress them. Like, it's really very gross and unhealthy. So if you have needs and wants, oftentimes you start to believe as a child that brings shame. And so you decide it'd be better to be a zero, and being a zero brings no shame. Being a zero, another word for that, another grouping of words for that, not just one word, is playing small. You might have heard that expression before. You're playing small. You're blending in. You're trying to just hunker your head down and hide and act like the rest of the masses, instead of shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, yeah, woo! Instead of releasing, I give myself permission to surrender. I give myself permission to let go and to be. So I just wanted to encourage you guys. I hope that you can be and become all that you fully are. I hope that you can show up into this world authentically, vibrantly, generously, and abundantly, knowing that that is going to help heal and release and give others permission to do the same. If you're watching on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos. I'm Kendall Hoeft, empowering you to live fully, fierce, and free. Bye.